The unknown is still highly unexplored. Many facts faded into obscurity. Join us as we attempt to shed some light on some of these intriguing questions. Tonight, we will explore a household with a rat infestation of the bizarre.
Now I believe, and here's where it all started. Now, in my line of work, we deal with some very strange things. Sometimes even less explored than the ocean, even space. Now, what I believe what we're dealing with here is called the Morphomaticus radicus. Now, what that is, to you and me, is the father of all rats, the king, even the breeder. Now, with my expertise, I believe that we can capture this creature and expose him. Yes, get down to the bottom of his origin. Let's proceed further.
I was just laying there, and I started to feel something. It was on the back of my neck, and I didn't even realize it. And then all of a sudden, I throw my shoulder, and I see it flying through the air. It's like the size of a raccoon or a wombat or a sloth or something. And it's just flying through the air, and I just started to scream.
So, it was a Friday morning early, about 9. It's pretty early for me. Get up to go cleanse my body, which I don't do very often, but I decided this Friday I would do it. I get undressed, and I hear something, and I was like, what the? And I look down, there's a little brown thing on the ground, scuttling around, and I was like, oh, there's a rat! There's a rat in my bathroom. A little bugger was in the tub. It jumped in the tub, and I was like, oh, gross. So I was gonna see if I could catch it in the tub, but it jumped out of the tub and went into the little hole that's right next to the tub.
Can you feel that? Can you feel that?
I don't know what to say. I don't even know if the exterminator can do it.
You better watch your back, cause this night creature is gonna take some hunting.
I think it might even bit me, and I might even have
AIDS.
I never did see him, and from what my roommates tell me, from where he resides is downstairs, but I live down there, and not once have I seen him. So I'm kind of confused about the different stories that I'm hearing on the size of the rat. I heard the rat is the size of a raccoon, a kangaroo. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen them. I can't judge. But I don't know how something like that could actually live downstairs because there's no food. I'm afraid of kangaroos. I don't like when people mention them.
So I went downstairs because I had to study, and I was sitting on the couch, minding my own business, doing my acupressure, and I heard, so I look up really fast, and this huge rat, this big, not including tail, ran down the hallway, and I started screaming at the top of my lungs, and I ran up the stairs as fast as my legs could carry. I was gonna say little legs, but I'm kind of tall, so I have long.
It was a clear blue Tuesday morning. No, wait. It was a foggy Thursday night. It was so shocking, I kind of went into this weird groove. I had just finished counting my crayons for the day, so I went out in the patio. Surprisingly, I saw a rat just there, running, jumping, snarling, clawing. It was probably the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to me.
People have various ways of dealing with the trauma involved with the incident. One such man has his story. We'll just call him Greg W.
Get out of here, you stupid rat!
In a feat to reconcile with himself, Jared makes up stories about his childhood heroes.
Like the secret ooze is leaking all over the basement, and somehow Splinter and his gang are hanging out.
Some people have more devious and sinister ways of dealing with the situation.
It was a Friday morning early. About 9. It's pretty early for me.
Wait, let's take a closer look.
9. It's pretty early for me.
Obviously, he's trying to give us some sort of signal. It turns out, Bryant never actually saw the rat. It was just his devious plot to try and fit in with his chums around the house. Bailey has a different approach, an interesting and promiscuous, if you will, way of dealing with it. Her exploits are scandalous.
I didn't ask for company down there.
But you didn't seem to mind, did you?
You're gonna have a whole family of rats. Like, I'm not even kidding you.
Well, mission accomplished.
Comes out to visit. Wanted to make a friend.
I was like, I'm just not buying it. You know, I thought Jared was full of crap and everyone else was just kind of going along with him. So I was like, you know, I've had enough of this supposed rat sighting, though. And I went to Home Depot and I bought the biggest freaking rat trap I could find in the place. And whammo, it was toast right across the neck. It was pretty nasty. It was big.
Friggin' rats the size of humans walking around in our basement.
Have you ever seen Big, starring Tom Hanks? It's like that.
Oh, it wasn't little. It was probably this big.
A kangaroo.
This big!
Not that big, but it was big. It was like, it was big. It was like this, man.
So with the rat now caught, the question suddenly arises, are there more? Go online and vote in our voter poll whether or not there are more rats. Join us next week when I put all my socks in the dryer, but only half of them come back out, with a shocking twist where this happens.